Game time, long ball time, Daily Coppock time. How you doing, everybody? I'm Chet Coppock. Right off the top, this would not create tremors, but it would generate a buzz over at the United Center on the west side. Take a good look at Carmelo Anthony. You know right now that he's got his mind on 33rd and 7th Avenue, Madison Square Garden. But how about this? There is talk making the rounds right now that Melo is interested in joining Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Now, while all that's going on, Rose is still sitting, or make that Anthony rather, is still sitting on $63 million in contract extension money from the Denver Nuggets. Carmelo Anthony, Derrick Rose in Chicago, television numbers, tickets, you better believe it. Meanwhile, this is really good to know. Tom Brady says that right now, with the New England Patriots offering him a brand new contract extension with an obscene amount of money, he's not concerned about that. He's only concerned about Sunday's ball game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the Patriots are prepared to offer the former Michigan Wolverine $58 million in brand new money. $58 million large. Don't get mad at Tom Brady. He's just taking advantage of the system. Nobody puts a gun to the head of the New England Patriots and says, you have to give Tom Brady $58 million. Hey, the guy is valuable. If he wasn't worth $58 million, the Patriots would tell him to kiss off. Am I lying? No. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Meanwhile, this is just so Cubs. This is just so Cubs. 44 years ago today. You're not going to believe this. 44 years ago today, Bob Henley, left-hander of the Cubbies, pitching at Chavez Ravine, threw a splendid one-hitter for the Cubs against the Dodgers. There was only one problem. This man, the legendary Sandy Koufax, threw a perfect game. So Henley lost a two-hitter against the Dodgers by a final of 1-0. By the way, in his prime, I never saw anybody better than Sandy Koufax. You know what? This film is so good, so intense, so riveting, comes at you at so many different angles, it can almost leave you exhausted. Talking about Casino, starring Sharon Stone, brilliant. Don Rickles, magnificent. Joe Pesci, out of this world. But the fulcrum, the straw that stirs the drink, of course, is Robert De Niro in his portrayal as Ace Rothstein, the bookie turned Las Vegas casino boss. The message in this sequence from the film, one of my top 20 films. Absolutely one of my top 20 Coppock choice motion pictures to kill time on a weekend. Message here, don't screw around with Ace Rothstein. Check it out.
There it is. That's it. Cheater's justice. Oh, God. Oh. Hey, no. No. No.
I wanted everybody to know that things would change around here. We had to make an example of these
Cat
guys.
is so bad, isn't he?
Over. I'm just curious. I saw you shuffling your checks with your right hand. Can you do that with both hands?
No.
Can't do it with both hands.
No, sir.
Can you do it with your left hand?
Well, I never tried.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how'd you like the play? Dennis Rodman, badass rebounder, prolific basketball player, bon vivant, great spirit for life. What have I left out? Something new with the worm. Picked this up out of the New York Post, which of course is one step above the Globe or one step above the Star. A few days back, Rodman at a party with a lot of beautiful people determines that it's time to go back to his suite. He's joined by not one, not two, not three, but 6 different females. What's interesting is this. Rodman had been doing something of a video nature. He still had his live microphone on, so all the guests at the party got to hear the excitement between Rodman, got to hear the blow-by-blow, if you will, with Rodman and all of his fillies. Dennis's agent, Darian Prince, said, I think Dennis had been imbibing. Gee, do you think so? Meanwhile, you know what? This is the last time I'm going to talk about Reggie Bush. Let the bum keep the Heisman Trophy. So what? And here is my reason why. He had a brilliant year for USC, the year he won the John W. Heisman. He led the nation in all-purpose yardage. And let's keep one thing in mind. Reggie Bush took advantage of a system that's been flawed for over 100 years. The system embraced Reggie Bush, begged Reggie Bush to go on the con, to take the illegal perks. Why fault Reggie Bush? Would you have done the same thing? Of course you would. You know why? Because I would have done the same thing if I were Reggie Bush and I had the opportunity to let my family live like Hugh Hefner. All right, my book, Fat Guys Shouldn't Be Dancing at Halftime. I want everybody to do this. I want you to start up in Highwood by the Walker Brothers Pancake House, make that Highland Park. I want you to jog Sheridan Road on the North Shore. It's one of the most beautiful runs in America. I would liken it to going down Sunset Boulevard from the Strip down to San Diego as you pass through Beverly Hills and Holmby Hills. You get to Kenilworth, you're going to find out that even the upstairs maid is on the payroll for 125 grand a year and wouldn't dream of working a weekend or a holiday. Go out and jog Chicago's North Shore, especially if you're one of those psychos, nutcases who's preparing, I mean you, Viv, for the upcoming Chicago Marathon. Finally, hey, it's music time here on All-Star Golf today. The pride and joy of Gainesville, Florida. I remind myself of Steve Martin, you know that? A little bit of Dylan, a little bit of Bob Dylan, a little bit of the California casual sound. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers have sold 60 million albums over the years. This goes back to 1989. Tom's got his own all-star band. Hello, Ringo Starr. Hello, George Harrison. Hello, Jeff Lynne. Basically, it's part of the Traveling Wilburys. Don't forget, tomorrow we are back with another edition of the Daily Coppock. Check us out on Facebook. Let us know, let us know, let the whole freaking world know what you like, what you don't like about the show. Meanwhile, hey, as Don Cornelius would say, peace, love, and soul. Tom Petty wanted to be Bob Dylan from leaving Minnesota. Kid didn't do half bad, right? Hey, sells out the ballpark everywhere he goes. Have a good one. So long, everybody.